Here are 5 ways you can use AI to help you study and get good grades in school without actually cheating or having it do the work for you. I obviously go to like a really weird AI kind of first school now, but I used to go to a traditional public school where we weren't allowed to use AI, and these are the ways that I used it. And these methods will work on just any typical GPT chatbot like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Poe, etc. Okay, my first method I call Teach It To Me Like. And essentially how you do this is you can input the information that you're supposed to learn, which I would always recommend doing this because sometimes AI will pull the wrong info or that info that's inaccurate. So you should feed the AI like a picture of your school textbook, and if you don't understand it, you can say teach it to me like, and you can either do teach it to me like I'm a 5th grader, so it'll really break it down. Teach it to me like I'm an alien who has just entered this earth, if you're very confused. Or you can do teach it to me like you're Alex Earl, and it'll freaking Alex Earl teach it to you, whatever that means. Teach it to me like you're Albert Einstein, like you're Cleopatra, whoever. So I think it's really fun to do teach it to me like, because then you can kind of change the way that it talks to you or the way it talks. The next method is something I use a lot, and that's song association. But you could also do book association, show association, character association, anything. And what you'll do is you'll have a concept that maybe you're struggling to remember very well. I don't know, the American Revolution or something. And you can say, compare the American Revolution to a Gracie Abrams song. And I don't know if there's a great comparison there, but it'll do one and it'll like explain it to you, and it's really fun. Or compare cellular respiration to Candace Everdeen of the Hunger Games. Like, that's so absurd, but it'll do it and like help you find a way that you can mentally associate it to remember it. And speaking of the subject of music and songs, you can ask it to turn concepts into songs, but not just your cheesy average nursery rhyme. You can literally say, turn this artwork I've studied into a Taylor Swift song, and it will write one. Yeah, it sucks. That's why it's not replacing Taylor Swift anytime soon, but it is really fun. It'll help you remember. So that is the 3rd way. The next way is using it to help you create a study guide or study plan. You can input how much you need to learn, or I need to do this many units of this class by then. And it can break down for you what you need to learn and when you can do it and what to do in order to learn it. And I think that's super helpful, especially for something that you don't get help with in school, like studying for the SAT. My final method is the fan fiction method. Basically, what I'll do is I'll take a couple of people that I know or fictional characters and myself, and then a concept, and I'll ask it to turn it into a story. Sometimes I like to write these, but it's cool whenever AI does it too. Like, it can be about you and your friends in the empire of whatever, ancient Rome. And it'll make a little story. And I feel like those absurd stories will sometimes really help me remember. The key with AI is to step outside of the box and to have it teach stuff to you in fun ways, but not give you the information. Generally, if you ask it to see if a math question is right, it might get it wrong. But it can do these types of comparisons and allegories that other things can't. So that's just something to be very wary of if you're having it, say, generate a practice test for you, which it can do a good job of that if you feed the information and the flashcards to it first, but if not, it might not get it that right. So I just want you guys to be very, very cautious and very careful of that. But overall, have fun with it. You can use it for basic uses like making acronyms to remember things or doing word association, but you can also use it in these really fun ways. I know that's how I remained really motivated throughout some of the AP courses that I did last year and freshman year. Let me know if you want more AI tips.